Aduh.
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
Hah? Dihukum mati, Furina. Sumpah. Ya bener.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to
Ini
escape.
pasti
As the
ini
water
baru
levels
ya.
rose, they suddenly
Tempat baru.
disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Oke, dia sword. Ya.
The show begins.
Oh, ini maksudnya bajunya ganti tuh ya.
Let my name echo in song. What's the news?
Musiknya enak. Coba enak.
Say cheese. Breaking news.
Charlotte apa kayak nanya
No,
deh gitu kali.
but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks
Navia?
strange all the same. There's something ominous about it.
What happened to
The
Navia?
water, I mean.
Oh.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do not
of
resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusolo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
I just
Itu nanti Archon
This
Plus
isn't
apa
right.
story-nya Furina deh.
Trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor will now
This
begin.
trial is...
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Wow, Novilet keren banget sumpah. Tadi pas Child. Wow, ini epic pasti. Epic pasti.
What should I do?
Waduh, ini siapa lagi? Ini kayaknya
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Ih, anjir, siapa lagi itu? Sumpah. Siapa itu?
I suppose this would
Siapa
also
itu?
be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually
Itu siapa,
end
sumpah?
in
Itu
a
siapa? Itu
magnificent
siapa? Itu
and
siapa?
dramatic
Aku
trial.
pengen ngepul dia.
Farewell,
Terus ternyata
Nervillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
What? Farewell, Novilet, kenapa gimana? Tidak. Aduh, itu banyak banget itu tadi siapa sumpah. Kayak aku sempat lihat di timeline Twitter ada itu tadi. Cuman aku nggak tahu itu konteksnya apa karena aku nge-hide semua yang berhubungan dengan spoiler ya. Cuman itu tetap lewat gitu di Twitter. Aku kira masuknya Starel atau gimana, soalnya ada yang bilang Starel, cuman ternyata di Genshin. Siapa itu? Sumpah itu siapa? Penasaran siapa sih, sumpah aku pengen tahu siapa itu tadi. Apa masa lalunya ini ya? Mungkin Hydro Archon sebelumnya mungkin. Tuh harusnya aku screenshot ya tadi ya. Sayang banget. Siapa anjir? Sumpah siapa? Nanti lihat.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by 2 guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine, and as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Novelet, the dragon sovereign of water and I'm sure many of you already consider Novelet a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally. Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans? Let me guess. She's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
Apa ini?
Oh! Looks like Ray called it. Wow.
Trial.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Kelima ya?
Interesting.
I know.
Mungkin yang terakhir ini kayaknya.
The water rushing
Kalau dari
What's
sebelum-sebelumnya
happening?
biasanya
Yes, it looks like there's some
terakhir
spotlights and
sebelum. Iya sih terakhir sih harusnya. Archon Quest terakhir.
Seems like
di Fontaine gitu
maybe
ya.
also Novelet is keeping an eye on things from
soalnya Charles tuh udah
scene,
keluar
maybe?
itu.
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Maksudnya.
I know. Ooh,
swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right, so, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Novelet barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the maid either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly.
Yang jelas masih
So
ada
be sure
Arlequina
to
tuh,
play
aku seneng
through,
banget.
uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Siapa tadi itu siapa? Aku sampai pengen lihat film.
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Padahal tadi dia biasa loh
You mean
suaranya.
Child?
Yeah. Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him. Yep. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer.
Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a
Ya kan ini tentang
because she's
Furina.
confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the Traveler's help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my
Menyebalkan
gosh,
sekali
I love her outfit.
Yes,
Astaga.
and her eyes and
Iya,
each of them are
ini
different.
baju yang
She's
baru
got
yang
blue
awalnya kan putih kan tadi sebelumnya.
Oh,
You know
it's
what you'd
amazing.
expect for a Hydro Archon, that she'd have the best drip?
Oh?
Yes.
Mungkin ada yang terjadi di
Okay, you know
Arkham
what?
Quest
It
ya, makanya
seems
dia
as if
ganti
she's always dressed like she's about
baju
to
atau
attend a
gimana
performance.
gitu.
You know what I mean?
Kita harus lihat nanti sih.
That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Ya Pak. Kepedean pula, astaga, sumpah. Untuk Arkon ya, untuk Arkon. Jadi kayak ya udahlah di Arkon gitu.
Strike a pose.
Musiknya enak, musiknya enak.
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes!
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra. Wait,
Yeah.
so the creatures
Furina
that
banget
Farina
itu.
summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh,
Berarti
no, the
teori
octopus is
slime
even wearing
banget
a
ya?
hat. What a distinguished
Harusnya.
little
Cuma nanti lah
gentleman.
dilihat pas
Correction
trailernya dia.
here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Apa
And
lagi tuh?
she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, and then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Chevalmeron,
Susah amat ngomongnya.
and the conférencier, Gentilhomme Usher, and that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, Okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idle animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Surintendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute.
Jadi bukan Furinanya yang ngeluarin balon-balon, tapi
salon members
gelembung
attack
gelembung,
nearby
tapi
opponents, prioritizing the target
ininya.
of the active character.
Ooh.
Their damage increases the more
Ya,
characters
mirip-mirip
there
lah
are in
sama
the party
teori
over a
slime itu ya,
certain
berarti
HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals
Salon
physical
members
damage,
Usia.
but also allows her to switch
Pneuma,
between
ya
Usia
itulah
and
aku.
Pneuma
Sebenarnya
Arca
aku
alignments.
nggak terlalu
Wow.
paham, ya, masih belum
Based
paham
on what we
banget.
just saw, it seems like her
Usia
Arca
sama
alignment has an effect on her other skills as
pneuma,
well.
pneuma.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Pneuma.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Pneuma Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters.
Oh, dia
to
bisa
provide healing to
ganti-ganti.
nearby party members.
Oh,
Farina.
nice.
Bisa ganti ke
Summons
Usia
created by
atau ke
Farina's elemental skill will
pneuma.
remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out.
Loh,
Farina's
kan bisa
elemental
ganti-ganti
burst
ternyata.
deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP
Oh.
increases or
Lucu
decreases,
sih.
Farina
Ada
will
gelembung-gelembungnya
accumulate
ya.
fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members
Healing
based on the
bonus?
amount of fanfare she
Support
has.
dong berarti ya.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, pas berenang
And I almost
ininya
forgot,
tadi kayaknya.
whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh, that is so
ngesummon itu ya, ngesummon
Hey, I
teman-temannya
actually
itulah.
saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between Arca
Oh
alignments.
yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
Thank you.
It does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
It's a
Yes,
celebrity,
so if you want to learn more about Farina,
Ya,
then
itu
be sure
nanti
to
kita akan
accompany
dikasih
her
tahu
on
di
her
situ ya.
story
Pokoknya
quest, the Animula
kalau tadi
Kuraji
kayaknya
chapter.
charge attack kalau nggak salah kan
amazing.
attack ganti jadi
Okay, so
ya
next
itu
up we
bajunya
have
ganti jadi
another
hitam.
old friend
Entah
to
pneuma
introduce.
atau Usia yang
She's
mana
now
tadi.
able to
Pokoknya
join
itulah.
the traveler's party with her
Bisa
trusty
ganti-ganti,
companion,
putih
Monsieur
hitam.
Verite. That's
Dan
right.
yang di summon
It's
beda-beda.
Charlotte.
3 sama
Adorable.
1 gitu ya.
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a while now. The Traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Tibet.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute. He even has his own little hat and tie.
I know. Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered. Say cheese! Breaking news!
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and then, like, what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon.
Same.
The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all, there is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yup.
That is super rad, and you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
Ya ampun.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 Event Wishes. In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner. And and in the second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Ada event yang balik ke
Let's take a
Sumeru.
look at what other information we can
Inazuma.
learn from Farina's itinerary.
Paling ke Sumeru terus Ayato
It
ke
looks
Sumeru.
like she's
Soalnya pasti
investigating
kan
something.
Karakter-karakter
Oh, there's
yang
even a report
red
attached.
up kan
Tell us what it
pasti
says.
ada
Okay,
hubungannya
well,
nanti
it
sama
says,
event
strange
gitu.
rumblings have been heard in the depths
Selama ini
of
kan kayak gitu.
Fontaine's waters. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's here already?
Ini pausnya.
Oh.
Look at that!
Wow, domainnya mirip kayak domainnya.
It looks like it's in a sea of
Bos
pink and
Raiden.
blue stars. That's
Nah ya
Oh, I
mirip anjir,
remember
sumpah
this
itu
well.
mirip
I
banget.
recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this
kan?
the whale that the traveler saw in Childe's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Vision,
Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh, it's real big. It feels like it might even burst straight through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah.
Tadi bilangnya nggak bisa ngalahin paus yang cuman bisa ngehindar sama apa ngancurin objek. Kayaknya ya.
Well said.
Ya bener itu
Oh man, this boss looks really tough. What happens if we for some reason can't defeat it?
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest.
Gitu dari dulu loh.
Hopefully this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Bolak-balik anjir. Oke, redemption code. KPECMUH. Version 4.2 Alabat Furina sih ini beneran. Furina semua anjir isinya. Ya sama ada Archon Quest Furina ya, wajar sih. Maksudnya tadi ada yang bilang farewell nge-village. Aku feeling apa jangan-jangan Archon sebelumnya, Archon Hydro sebelumnya yang itu tadi, yang cewek tadi itu yang noleh. Tapi masih penasaran coba, itu siapa? Kok cakep? Playable gak ya? Ntar gak playable ya. Tapi cakep sumpah. Sia-sia banget kalau nggak playable.
Hello travelers, welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello!
Hello! Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary.
Apalagi nih?
Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine.
Apa sih namanya?
Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Area baru.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Furina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Furina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Furina is in Aranea's forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
Apalagi itu?
What a cool place!
Apalagi nih?
Although, it does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh, yeah.
These are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. What about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered. And the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate. And what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint.
Aku yang lain-lain aja belum Sumeru aja aku belum sumpah.
Melusines? Really?
Melusines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary. So let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes,
suatu hal yang baru gitu di Genshin.
Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Searching the Algae Sea. I know.
Saking luasnya, males
After unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Wow. Destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater caves, a new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes.
And
some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix's adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map. But Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh, wait.
Wow,
it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aww.
Farina is pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right. The Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Ooh, another investigation. Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh, yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I love that.
Ini kayak
As our
game
journey
zaman
progresses, we'll collect colorful
lawas.
shells, corals, and
Sumpah,
other
apa sih yang
items which can be used to
pipe-pipe itu
outfit
loh.
our little friend with weapons
Sumpah
and
ini game
equipment.
zaman lawas. Aku
Which brings us to the
senenganku
second
itu
stage
dulu.
of the event, using an echoing conch to
Ya
search
ampun,
underwater and
nostalgia
find
tuh.
the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the clockwork penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see.
Nemenin kita
After
dong,
helping
lucu.
the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and
Ke Fontaine
speaking
mereka.
of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping.
Fungi.
We, actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note someone's holding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay.
jangan-jangan-
So, they're going to
mungkin
continue
itu kenapa
iterating,
nanti
optimizing,
Ayato
and improving
datang,
this
mungkin
event
Saino
while also
datang,
working hard to develop interesting
Baisu
content that
datang,
is relevant to
perhaps
the
ya.
overall game.
Ke Fontaine.
Thanks, devs.
Mungkin.
Yeah, thanks! All
Soalnya dulu
right.
ya aja datang ke
Let's take a look at what
Sumeru
else
buat
Farina's
main
itinerary
fungi,
has in
anjir.
store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To
Gimana,
receive
gimana, gimana?
rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive.
Buat
At
apa
the
tadi?
end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we
Oh,
mentioned
yang bisa
during
dizoom.
Charlotte's
Bukannya kalau
character
yang biasa?
introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use
Kamera
it, just
biasa
equip the
kan juga
camera
bisa
and activate the
nge-zoom.
zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh,
double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
It seems like Furina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist. Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store. But there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
Emang Genshin gak mau kayak game sebelah kah yang seminggu dapat 10 pull? Jangan pelit-pelit lah, Genshin. Aduh. Emang susah ya Genshin. Jarang banget yang kayak gitu. Cuman kenapa ya kemarin perasaan kalau Starrel tuh habis ada event yang kayak gitu yang 10 hari login terus dapat seminggu login dapat 10 pull, terus di versi besoknya nantinya juga ada lagi. Itu tadi tak lihat sekilas. Ya, Starrel aku belum lihat lagi itu trailernya, yang kemarin aja aku belum lihat. Boleh dah nanti dah. Kok Genshin soalnya Starrel masih belum paham sih sama jalan ceritanya.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Furina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end.
No!
I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses. And it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the adventure handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice.
Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled!
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again!
Double again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
That's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events. Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform. Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice!
And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
Itu juga nggak nyari satu-satu, sumpah dulu tuh nyari satu-satu.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
I know. Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game. Bye. Toodaloo.
Aduh. Dear Traveler. 8 November. Oke. 8 November ya berarti ya. Iya sih kan. 8 November, seminggu lagi ya. Rabu. Ya. Oke, udah kelar. Bentar, aku masih penasaran sumpah. Lihat di mana ya? Ini bisa kah? Udah kelar kan? Lah, kok di sini kok malah belum? Kok baru malah jam 8:10? Padahal tadi udah kalau di Twitch. Iya, di Twitch udah kelar. Kenapa kalau yang di YouTube malah radaan emangnya di YouTube. Bentar, kita lihat punyanya. Ini dah, boleh dah. Pokoknya nggak ada kamera. Sorry guys, aku juga shock kok, sumpah. Ada. Wait, aku mau nyari bagian. Ulang dulu ya dari awal ya. Gak apa-apa lah. Barangkali bisa aku screenshot.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who
happened
to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
Tuh kan kayak diragukan kekuatannya Furina itu.
Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Ada Furina. Skip aja lah.
You're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
A prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. I, Marina, will use this trial to show the world the true justice.
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this
never been as
justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Banyak banget suara-suaranya sampai bingung.
Why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right.
trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember her.
Lord will now
This trial
nangis lu, Salor nangis.
Hydro Archon.
seem to remember her.
Lord will
Lu kan nangis dia.
This trial
I now understand the true purpose.
Bentar.
trials.
Lumayan buat screenshot.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Wah, keren banget sih itu Novilla tadi, sumpah kabung. Keren banget pas ngelawan sama Child ya. Keren banget.
Papa, what should I do?
What should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Jangan ini suara. Ya ampun, sumpah keren banget. Ulangi. Kayaknya Hydro Archon sebelumnya ada feeling.
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh my, itu wow. Nah. Pause dong. Anjir lah. Aku selalu suka sama karakter-karakter yang tatapannya tuh kayak mematikan gitu. Wow. Siapa dia? Sumpah aku masih penasaran siapa dia. Kesimpen gak ya? Ini aku tadi screenshot, aku ngecek dulu deh. Kalau enggak aku harus screenshot lagi nih. Saking cakepnya loh. Mana ini? Anjir. Salah nge-screenshot pula. Aduh. Nah, ulang lah. Ini kalau kayak gini kelihatan ininya.
You've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh, keren. Dapat.
I suppose this
nice.
would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Neuvillette.
Kan farewell, Neuvillette. Kayaknya
you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
500 years. Kayak suaranya yang cewek tadi deh itu, kayaknya ya feelingku loh. Soalnya feelingku bukan karakter yang playable sih. Mungkin karakter di masa lalunya siapa Furina, dan kayaknya dia tadi karakter yang bilang Neuvillette dan lain-lain kayaknya ya. Nggak bisa ngejamin sih, cuman berdasarkan kayaknya aja. Oh, ini udah keluar maksudnya dia. Oh,
according to the judgment.
Gini lo baru enak nonton lagi. Nonton
of
lagi
the Oratrice Mécanique de Nalise Cottingham.
Ininya soalnya ada translation.
The Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
Tuh kan, Furina lo dihukum mati, bayangin sama siapa namanya?
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to...
Bentar, suaranya siapa namanya? Arlecchino tuh. Oh. Arlecchino kan tadi Jen bilang bukan Arlecchino, ntar aku salah. Harusnya Arlecchino kalau denger dari kemarin-kemarin tuh. Bentar. Who happen to be close to the water. Kayaknya bener ya. Ini apa namanya? Kebanjiran. Apa sih namanya? Iya, airnya naik. Jadi mereka warga Fontaine kan kalau kena air yang tercampur sama primordial sea kan bakalan tiba-tiba menghilang gitu.
The water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
Nah kan, diragukan.
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins.
Nah kan ganti jadi itu.
Let my name echo in song.
Enak banget tuh bang. Tadi enak. Mana ya?
Shower me with praise.
Enak banget loh. Enak banget, sumpah enak banget.
What's the news? Say cheese! Breaking news!
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Wow. Wait. Perlu memastikan lagi, mau aku screenshot lagi.
Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do not
of
resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Wow.
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon,
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor, will now
This
begin.
trial is...
I now
Harus aku screenshot.
Will now
This trial is...
Wow.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Emang apa? Ini keren banget sih, cuma nobilat. Coba tadi perlu di screen, taruh aku screen. Aduh, kenapa ininya gini
Purpose
lah.
behind this position.
Kan keren banget sumpah nobilat. Sumpah di sini keren banget.
Devious one, Fusalo.
Everyone's Papa, what should I do?
Papa? Siapa Papa?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Cakep. Wait, aku ngecek dulu bentar. Cakep banget, sumpah nggak bohong. Waduh, gila cakep banget. Anjir lah, sumpah cakep. Wow.
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
Loh, itu tadi tenggelam ya? Aku baru sadar.
Eventually end in a magnificent...
Ini, bentar aku lupa gedungnya mana ya. Sumpah aku lupa. Dia tenggelam loh.
And dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette.
Tuh kan, farewell
I
Nervalette.
hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
What? Ini siapa? The part you played these 500 years. Apa coba? What the... Wow. Aku masih penasaran cewek tadi siapa? Sumpah, siapa? Masih nggak habis pikir banget. Aduh. Ya udah lah. ya udah, dah kelar. Udah berapa coba ini? 50 apa hampir 1 jam 57 menit. So, yeah, I think that's it, guys. Nggak tahu deh, aku nggak bisa ngomong apa-apa. Aku udah sangat-sangat apa ya? Nggak habis pikir lah, kayak wow. Penasaran apa yang terjadi sebenarnya sama. Kok orang-orangnya pada nggak percaya semua sih sama Furina gitu, dan why gitu. Dan beneran tenggelam nggak? Kayaknya nggak mungkin beneran tenggelam juga sih, cuman entah itu bagian dari masa lalu atau apa, aku nggak tahu. Kita harus lihat nanti tanggal 8. So see you on the next video, I think ya. Yeah. So bye guys, thank you. Siapa cewek tadi? Aku masih penasaran sumpah. Mana coba yang terakhir di sini mana? Yes, this is oh yes. So yeah, that's it guys. Ini ceweknya. So yeah, bye bye. Wow.